Okay guys, there's our fan put together. This is the bracket that it hangs on. These two little screws here are important. That's what'll keep the cover on. So let's go install this up on the box. Okay guys, that's a fan rated box that we put in before we did the sheetrock and on the rough, so we got a little bit of mud on our screws. You can take them off to protect them. This is more of a how to put a fan together. Okay, and then your screws can come on out. And again, for time, I like to use my cordless, makes me faster. Screws out. I like to pull my wires down, check them out. And you would have ran a 3-wire. So you got a ground, you got a black, and a red. It's painted, but see some red on that. Okay, and then you got your white. That's what you want to run to a fan. That way you can switch the fan and the light separate. If you did not, and you only have one wire, then you would tie the red and the black together and have to then put on your light and fan together on a switch. Okay, I like to pull it over here so that this little piece is behind the wire. So I can fold it up in there. Okay, run this on up, or screwdriver, whatever you have. These want tight too, not overly tight. You don't want to strip them out, but you do want them a little tight, so your fan don't try to wobble. And then just give this a little wiggle like that to make sure it's good and sturdy. If not, you'll want to tighten these screws up, maybe put washers, something to get them so that they'll stay tight. Okay, now what I do, okay, come on up. And then your fan will just hook right into here. Okay, then swing this down here. Right there, there's a notch that needs to go inside of that bracket so it can't turn. Okay, Taylor. Okay, now I'll hook the wires up. Okay, so now pull your wires out through here to the side. And what you're supposed to do actually is start with your greens first. It's just a common practice to hook up the grounds first. Okay, in this case, it's a bare. So the bare ground, you want to tie these two grounds together, one coming off the bracket and the one coming out of the ball on the fan. And then you wire nut those two to your bare. Can you see it? Okay. And then you got your white. Of course, you'll make sure the power's off. You got your white and your black and red. And then you got your white here off the fan. wire nuts. I like to use these grays. They're a good all-around wire nut. But you can use, you know, any one really. But there's a gray and a red combo. It takes a little bit more wire. Okay, the blue, what we do is we tie it to the black. That's how we do our switching. So the black down at the switch will be for the light, and then you go white to white. And then we go the red to the black. Now, if you guys only have one black wire up here that you're doing your fan to, what you would do at that point is you would take the black and the blue that come from the fan, and you would tie it to your black that is coming out of the ceiling if you didn't have a 3-wire ram at the time. Okay. Then I tuck all my wires up in this box, out and out of the way, nice and neatly. Right. That way we have no wires getting pinched or in the way. Okay, now this style of fan takes these Phillipses. What I do is I take my 11-in-1 apart, but you could take a stubby screwdriver. That would be what you really want to use. And one of them has to come all the way out. The other one, you just have to loosen. And I'll show you why there. Okay. That one is the one that you just loosen. Okay, this one is the one that you have to take all the way out. Be careful with this. And you line up the hole and thread it back in. Kind of a pig in the butt. Okay, I got it started. Okay, then I take the stubby, and these just need to be snug. You don't need to tighten these up way bad, but you want to get them good and snug. Okay guys, and there's the fan. Okay.